welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. If you are new, hello, my name is Jennifer. Welcome. This is a reading for the full moon in Aries that is coming up here in 2021. So if this is also a timeless reading, so no matter when you land on this reading, if it resonates with you, then it is for you. But this is coming through the window of that full moon in Aries that we're coming up on. And today actually is the 18th of October, and we have two planets going direct that have been retrograde for a while, which is Jupiter and Saturn. So that should bring some kind of relief along with this full moon, this fiery full moon that is going to help us release the last of what we need to release right now and let in the new and move forward. So I've drawn some cards here to start, and then we will draw some from some other decks as well, and a few tarot cards too. So just whatever flows through, messages from Spirit for your highest good right now. There's a lot of powerful energies coming through, a lot of beautiful things happening in spite of seemingly very difficult things happening as well. So hang in there and, keep your eye out for that beauty. I know you all are seeing it and feeling it too. These are very interesting times. So first we start off with the Farewell to the Moon card. I drew from the Mermaid Oracle deck. I think it's very interesting that it's Farewell to the Moon as we're in the Aries moon. And this says, appreciate and enjoy the lunar and light cycles. So this is asking you to connect more with the cycles of the moon, if that resonates with you. It's really powerful to use the energies that are around us to help us navigate our world and our emotions and our desires. So I sense that this is talking about also letting go of, some old sadness, some heavy feelings of the past. The moon reminds me of that in this case, of some maybe really intense inner work that we've been doing and letting go of that. And so then the spirit animal cards, we have the Phoenix, the Nightingale, and the Panther. So these three cards go along with the same idea of letting go and rebirthing and purging and really coming into our truth and living our truths, really speaking our truth, enjoying the pleasure and beauty of life and the things that make us happy, and really focusing on that and letting go of the things that no longer serve us. And this is an opportunity for this Phoenix rising. This is an opportunity to really rebirth, to really let go. This is collectively happening for all of you and for everyone, as you can see looking around. But then this Nightingale is an air sign, and it's about coming into your voice and your song, your truth, allowing more of your light to shine, and in particular through the throat chakra, the heart and the throat, because singing also involves the heart. So, really speaking your truth with love and compassion. And the Panther is fire, and it's about purging and burning through things that no longer serve you in a very effective, decisive kind of way, in the way that a panther would. And then it's a blessing with that Phoenix energy. Even though the Phoenix, this is a spirit card in this deck, and I will list the decks in the description box below if you're curious about the decks. This is the Animal Spirit, I believe it's called. Yeah, by Kim Kranz or Kranz. I'm not sure how you say it. Kranz, I think. But yeah, so this is even though this is a spirit card, it also, of course, has fire energy in it. So we are really transmuting and burning through and letting go of these old saying farewell to these things that were bringing us down, making us feel heavy, depressed, restricted. I'm hearing feeling confined and restricted. So we can let go of that with this Aries moon, this Aries full moon, or this energy of that. If you're watching this reading at a different time, the energy is here. So know that you're being supported with this fiery. Aries loves adventure and loves to jump forward. So know that you're being supported by this really positive fire, shift for change, ability to shift. So we'll see what the Moonology deck would like to say too. I'm going to pull a few cards from the Moonology deck. Okay, so we've got a personal issue reaches resolution. That's beautiful. That's good news. And it's a time for healing. I've been getting that message a lot lately. Right now is a time for healing. See, the personal issue gets resolved. We are letting go of the pains, some of the pains and disappointments of the past. Allow yourself, I'm hearing, allow yourself to let things go. Sometimes we hold ourselves back by thinking, we deserve to suffer, or, that for some reason, there's some reason we feel like we need to hang on. And I'm hearing that, no, we can just burn through these things. We no longer need this suffering, essentially. I hope you're all doing well. It's been really, like I said, really intense, but really beautiful. I've been really busy. I just finished a weekend of teaching the Angelic Earth Resonance Apprenticeship, which is a combination of body work, somatic body work, and angelic light work. And it was a really beautiful, powerful weekend, and I was really surprised that Spirit called me to channel this full moon reading today, but because there was so much going on over the weekend, but today was the day. So, and it feels really good. I'm really happy to be here with you right now. Feels great to be in this energy. You guys are in a really beautiful place right now. Really ready to let go, really ready to move forward. So we're drawing from the Colette Baron Reed's Animal Spirit deck. There's a lot of animals that wanted to come through today. That's the back of the cards. I just think they're pretty, so I thought I'd show you. But so we've got the Moth Spirit, Surrender Now. And I love this card, actually. And it came out in reverse. So that tells me that some of you are in resistance to this process of saying farewell, of letting go. And I really feel like it's because you don't believe that it's safe to sing, that you don't believe that that this can happen, that the surrendering is safe. That's what I'm getting there for that. Let's see what else we have. The Turkey Spirit, give with gratitude and grace. So the turkey always reminds me of that, of being in gratitude, of, so surrendering, be grateful, for the things you do have in your life that are working, because this energy of gratitude, again, attracts more wonderful things. And then Ant Spirit was coming to me strongly. I had a feeling this was going to come out in this reading. This is time to collaborate. So I'm getting that this is time to collaborate with people in your life, a little bit more. And, but also I'm really feeling this is time to collaborate with your higher guidance, with your counsel, with this higher knowing within you. It's time to start collaborating with yourself. I know that sounds kind of funny, but it's, it's like I feel like those of you who, if this is resonating for you, it feels to me like you've been kind of working against yourself in a way in your mind, like not really surrendering to the moment and to what you know, what energy is trying to be rebirthed within you with that phoenix energy, and the panther too, just kind of in resistance, and maybe in a state, like I said, that we're letting go of that those heavier feelings. So sometimes when those heavier feelings are happening, it can be easy to lose that state of gratitude, and then things just kind of keep going downhill from there, because what you focus on increases. So if you're focusing on all the pain and suffering and things that have hurt or that you're losing, you are not in gratitude for the things that are here for you. And when you can let the old things go, that opens up the space for this new life that wants to come in, that is in more resonance with what you want and what you're birthing into. So that's really beautiful. And this came out in reverse too, by the way. So don't resist this process to collaborate. Don't be in the old patterns of being afraid to trust people. I mean, use discernment, but and really with the guides too, I really feel like there's been this fear of surrendering to a higher power, to a higher path, trusting, having faith in what's happening in your life and what's happening all around you. And it's number 1. So I feel like this is a new beginning. Part of what is rebirthing through this phoenix rising here is this ability to collaborate more with a higher path and with spirit, and to surrender on a deeper level, and to be overall in a deeper state of gratitude, because that's what doing those things creates, is a state of gratitude. And then we have the cat spirit. Claim your independence. I love cats, as many of you know. And my cat's sitting right here enjoying the reading and the energy of this moment with all of us. He's sleeping by the window. It's a very cozy fall day. Cat spirit, claim your independence. So yes, be free-spirited, be free-thinking. Free yourself from any kind of thoughts that are, you know, not your own, and not allowing you to step into your song, this nightingale. Step into the song and the light of who you are. Oh, we have the armadillo spirit. Set healthy boundaries. And it came out in reverse. So again, this is something that is very, very, very important right now. And, you know, I just had the desire to put this over the Panther card. Sorry. And, you know, so I think you can use this Panther energy. You can call on this fire energy. And panthers are extremely independent animals, especially black panthers. But this armadillo spirit is calling on you to remember to be in discernment and to have good boundaries, because that will help bring this, you know, this independence and feeling of free-spiritedness into your life. Because sometimes when we have people pulling on us from all directions, it's just too much to deal with. We can't get clear on what it is we really want, because everyone's telling us what we want. So, and you know, and that's true of outside sources too, like not just friends and family members, but that's true of like the media and advertising and stuff. And so I really feel like there has been a message coming through strongly for the collective lately about not just surrendering, that is definitely a big thing, but also and trusting, but also really taking time alone, being more independent. See, did you hear the kitty just meowed? I don't know if you guys could hear that, but that's, you know, being more independent, taking more time to yourself, collaborating with the part of you, that inner part of you that you've maybe been neglecting for many, many years, that is ready to come to the surface and you know, burn through those things that no longer serve you in your life. And I feel like for some of you, this is a really big deal. For some of you, this feels like some huge shifts. But, you know, if that doesn't resonate with you, even the small shifts, excuse me, even the small shifts lead us to really big changes sometimes. It just depends where you on your path, how much work you've been doing, and really I'm hearing it depends how willing you've been to surrender. So that is a really huge part of all of this. It's almost like, you know, the more you resist it, the more painful it's going to be. I'm going to draw from the True North Tarot deck, which was created by my beautiful friend Leah, who is, the deck will be listed below, but it's really kind of unique. Looks like Polaroid pictures and the backgrounds are pictures. But let's see, we've got, oh, see, the moon. Look at that. Number 18, the moon, major arcana. And we've got the 7 of coins, 7 of pentacles. And the 5 of cups. And the 4 of cups. Yeah, so these cards are just definitely validating and kind of reiterating what I'm seeing here. Of you guys are coming out of a really difficult time in a lot of ways, an emotionally difficult time that your intuition, your deep intuition, has been leading you out. And it's like been the light of the moon, this just soft luminescence that has been leading your way forward. And it's taken a lot of work and a lot of perseverance, and you've been doing it, and there's been a lot of loss, and there's been moments where you haven't been able to see the good that's coming. And this is a huge message coming through this reading right now for all of you who this resonates with. It's time to move. It's okay to move past this feeling of loss. It's okay to move past this time of letting go and of sadness. You're starting to reach a place where it's going to be difficult for you to see the good opportunities that are coming your way. Like, I feel like there's a warning here in these cards saying don't miss the good opportunities because you are so focused on being stuck in the past and working so hard to get out of that pain that you're completely distracted by that process and not seeing that Spirit is offering you wonderful new opportunities in love, in career, in belief systems, in the sense of like things you believe about yourself. You know, sometimes your beliefs shift in such a positive way that it changes your whole life, you know, and so that can't happen if you're still hung up on the pains of the past. And I'm feeling for a lot of you that putting in better boundaries is going to be essential for this, and not just boundaries with other people. Again, it's time to collaborate within yourself, with your higher self and your smaller self or lower self, ego self, whatever you want to call it, personality self. It's time to create some boundaries within yourself around what you are willing to think about and feel, because I'm getting the strong message here that many of you listening to this are allowing yourself to indulge in some feelings of regret, loss, guilt, what if, it should have been, could have been, I should have done something different, you know, that kind of thing. And those thoughts are not, they're blinding you to the new opportunities that are already starting to bubble up in your life. So Spirit's asking you to get some really good boundaries and purge out those old thoughts and those old fears, because they're at this point not serving you. You know, they were an important part of the transformation, but you are moving out of it. It's like it's time to say farewell to the moon. Farewell to the moon. This sense of deep, intuitive space where you're kind of, you know, that deep thought can come. It can get so watery that it gets depressive. You know, it serves its purpose, and you've hung in there and done the work, done the physical work. You've been doing the physical work, but it's time to let go and put some boundaries around your thoughts and around the fears that you've been creating, because I'm getting the message that you have the power to create right now whatever you want in your life, and the old things are letting go. And the new things are right there. They're like, either they're already in your life and you're not seeing them really for what they are, like the good opportunities that they are, or they're just around the corner. So pay attention. If there's still healing to be done with you, you know, we got that time for healing card. You know, definitely do your healing. I'm not saying that. But understand that all is not lost. There is so much more good coming. And you know, don't get stuck in the healing. Don't get stuck in and be afraid to move forward because things have been hard. Because, you know, it's really up to us to create what it is in our lives we want. And we do this through boundaries. We do this through being a nightingale as well. We do this by speaking our truth and singing our song, because when we sing our own unique, beautiful song, if it's weird or crazy to people, whatever, then that's not our tribe if they don't like it, right? So when we sing our song and we speak our truth and we be our truth, then we attract the right people and the right situations and the right things. So this card, so beautiful, Enchanted Fern Grotto, Refuge. So this is reminding me of the It's Time for Healing card. Like, we were just talking about that. And I think maybe that's like another message here of just a reminder of, yes, we are birthing this phoenix energy. You know, we are going through this huge transmutation, personally, collectively, everything. So as much time out as we can take, and that is the time to collaborate too with yourself, with your spirit guides, with your inner self, but also taking refuge deep within, you know, remembering to meditate and to walk in the forest. I really feel like, and if you don't live in an area that has a forest, just walking in nature and being in refuge with yourself is going to help you regenerate as well and move away from these heavier feelings. So, and that goes along with the surrendering too, I'm hearing, to take refuge in surrender. Understand that surrendering is not somebody like, I just got a funny image, sorry, isn't somebody trying to like strong arm you and hold you down. You know, that's not what surrender is about. Surrender is a refuge, and I'm getting the message that if you can shift your perspective and look at that in that way, look at surrendering to your life and to the divine and to the light in this way, that it is a beautiful place of peace, a place where you don't have to try to control everything, you don't have to be to blame or at fault for everything. You're just in collaboration with spirit. You're surrendering to the flow, and this should be a refuge within you. This is the heart's medicine. So that's what I'm hearing for that card. And then the next beautiful card that came out is Spirit Guardian of Summer, Expansion. Allow your heart to expand. Allow your life is expanding. Your energy field is expanding. Everything on this planet is expanding into a more multi-dimensional, multifaceted awareness of experience. It's always been there, but there's more of an expansion of awareness. And this is part of why you need the refuge time, there's such deep transformations happening. So this expansion is what's happening. It is what's coming. And it's going to continue to happen. So speaking your truth too, that singing your voice, and I was looking at that beautiful nightingale again, is a huge part of this expansion process. You're expanding your heart chakra, you're expanding your throat chakra, you're expanding your third eye chakra, your crown, your ability to really connect with the higher aspects of the higher realms, and then ground that back into this realm, into this world. And a whole lot of cards just came out of this deck. This deck, by the way, is the Sacred Forest deck by Denise Lynn. It's really beautiful too, these cards. Water Spirit, manifesting dreams. You're manifesting your dreams. We are manifesting our dreams, independently and collectively. Earth Spirit, stability. Your dreams have the stability, the strength to stand the test of time. You're putting in the work, you've been putting in the work, and you're going to continue to, because this is about a long-term kind of situation that you're creating. This is about a new life that you're creating, which is part of why the surrender is so important and the letting go is so important, is because you're creating something very stable and very fruitful and beautiful. I love this card. And the butterfly is also, again, symbolizing this transformation, along with the phoenix. And the two swans there, for those of you who are in relationship, I think, going in these, listening to the guidance of these messages can help bring more stability into your relationships, your romantic relationships, and, personal relationships, of course. But the two swans remind me of like soulmates. So, and that could be any soulmate, parent and child as well. But we're moving into more stability and more harmony, and we have to take that refuge to manifest those dreams, is what I'm hearing. There's prosperity everywhere coming for all of us. Stay in gratitude, and you will see more and more and more of that prosperity coming. And again, see, I'm seeing the ring. I always see the ring in this card, and it's also a 5. See how she looks like she has a little diamond ring there? So for some of you, you are, like I said, with these swans, your relationship is reaching a new level of stability, and it's going through a major change. And this is bringing prosperity on so many levels, like actual physical prosperity, but, the abundance of the heart too. But for the rest of you, this is about, the marriage of self, the marriage to the divine, the great prosperity that comes when we are one with the infinite abundance of the universe, and that happiness that's there, those bright orange flowers, the sacral chakra, all of that great abundant energy flowing in, the life force. Again, that union energy. Flexibility. We are being asked to stay flexible. Stay light and stay flexible. When we're rigid, we break. Frog Spirit, renewal. And Frog wanted to come out in the other animal deck too, by the way. So here it is. Frog Spirit coming through this reading strongly, because we are cleansing, we are releasing the old. So we have this fire coming in, and spirit and fire coming in and burning through the things that no longer serve us, and burning through the old, the outdated, the worn out, things that are, making us sad or holding us back. Again, I'm seeing for some of you literally feeling very restricted and chained by these things, and you're going to feel, you are going to feel a whole lot lighter. You are going to feel like this angel, or this fairy angel looking being here, so light and free when you let go of these things. And so the fire is burning it away, and then the water, the frog here, is cleansing, helping you cleanse it. And the blue lotus, your intuition is leading you into letting go and to knowing what to do to release and to cleanse, to free yourself and to go through this process of renewal renewal, saying that weird, that brings you back, to the light that you are, to the light of this world, and to the excitement of your life, to the path that you want to be living. It is helpful, I keep getting this message, it is helpful to be in water, especially salt water. So if you don't live near the ocean, a salt bath can be very helpful. But water can be it is very cleansing, of course. Even just a shower, or any kind of bath, or a bath with essential oils is also really cleansing. So we're burning so much away. Balancing that, water can be very grounding as well, is what I'm hearing. So that can be very helpful. And water is also the second chakra, which makes me think of this bee and prosperity. Oops, okay. So I'm going to pull from the Work Your Light deck. Not sure where we are in time, but this one came out first. No, wait, postpone, pause, say no. And it came out in reverse. So I do think that some of you are having trouble saying no to certain people, situations, things. That's why the boundaries card came out. If all of this is on the, I'm hearing, all of this prosperity, renewal, stability, and lightness and freeness is on the other side of this no, is what I'm hearing very strongly. So for those of you who this resonates with, you'll know, if it's you. Yes, it's time to say no and put those boundaries up and use this panther energy, this powerful, independent fire to burn through, and the energy of the phoenix, trusting that this transmutation can take place. But I see this lightning, and I did have the desire to put it right under the phoenix card. So there is this requirement of your own fire to rise up. Spirit can't do everything. Spirit can do everything, but you know what I mean. We're here to co-create. We're here to do our part, and so you have to say no to the things that don't serve you, even if it's hard. And it will be worth it. It will completely it'll bring you everything that you want, everything that you're looking for. And this is a nightingale too, using your voice. You can say no with compassion to the things in your life that aren't serving you. Like maybe it's not like you're literally saying the word no or saying no to someone or something, but just not going for something, an old habit, letting go of an old habit or an old way of being. Maybe that's your way of saying no, and using this voice with compassion, loving yourself, having compassion for yourself and for others through this process, through this difficult process. Because with this no being under the phoenix, it's telling me that this is a this is a karmic rebirth. This no that you are having trouble saying, it's not because you're weak. And it's also over the surrender card where you're having difficulty surrendering. So it's not because you're weak or ridiculous or anything like that. So please, I hear that some of you have been pretty hard on yourselves about this. And why can't I just do this? Why can't I just get these boundaries in place? Or why can't I just speak my truth or see the light at the end of the tunnel? And so there's something... So just know that it's because it's hard, because it's karmic, because this is going to create a very big shift in your life, but also a very positive shift in your life. And I know through my healing work and so many years of doing healing work that right before a major breakthrough, right before your life is about to get so much better, or your illness or your pain or whatever is about to get so much better, there is this huge resistance that comes in. And it's natural. It's considered to be unconscious resistance. And so, it's not like you're trying to be resistant. You want the good things birthing in your life. But, there's a part of us that is programmed to keep us in safety and comfort and status quo. So right now you're in a battle within yourself between these two places, the place that wants to rebirth into something very powerful and beautiful for your life, and then this place that wants to keep you safe in the sense of even if it's uncomfortable, at least you know what to expect on some level. But this no is what is required to birth this new energy forward. And I feel in this reading that there is just so much good coming forward for you. I mean, I feel like these offers, you're, like I said, right there or either right around the corner. So don't beat yourself up for having difficulty with this process. It is a process, but you know, this nightingale is here to remind us that you can say no. You can step into this with your heart energy, with the song of your heart, with the truth of your soul. You can do this in a really, really beautiful, powerful way. So have patience with yourself, have love for yourself, and know that you are protected and what you're moving into is very stable. So take refuge in that and take refuge in yourself and know that your counsel of light is with you. There is divine orchestration happening. There are helpers in the subtle realm that are working on your behalf. You have to ask for help. You have to say yes. You have to say no. First you have to say no, it looks like. And then you have to say yes to the help that is out there, the guidance that is out there for you. You are a starseed. You're being reminded that you are a starseed. What lights you up? Because what lights you up, you know, obviously you're supposed to say no to something that is not lighting you up. So what lights you up is what you say yes to. And that is the path that is leading you to what you're looking for. And you've already been saying yes to so many things, but I feel like you're in a really big shift right now. And these astrological energies that are happening right now too, cosmically, really speak to everything I'm seeing happen here. And so you're being reminded of your light. You are a starseed. What is lighting you up? Follow your passion. Follow your desire of the heart. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitive beings, connect with nature. This is the best way for starseeds and empaths and highly sensitive people to get grounded, is to be in nature. And if you live in a city, I'm sure you know you have your ways of connecting with nature. So this is an extremely important part of this process of renewal and growth and transformation into these higher frequency energies that you're starting to really step into, because without being grounded, we can get really disoriented, and often we can't birth the power of this energy through. We can't use our boundaries. We can't speak our truth if we're not grounded. So this is a very important message as well. And then last but not least, the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, Soul Tribe. So yes, know that it's all coming together. It's all happening. Do you guys remember that movie, Almost Famous? I love that movie, actually. It's a pretty old movie. I can't remember how old, but she's always like, it's all happening. It's all happening. And so yeah, it's all happening. It's all coming together. And whatever intuitive hits you're getting with all of the moon messages in this too. And look, I didn't notice this, even the nightingale is standing on the moon. And that just reminded me of a Grateful Dead song. I'm sorry, I can't resist. With the Almost Famous, then just opened up into the Grateful Dead song, Standing on the Moon. Some of you will know what that is or will recognize that. Beautiful song, one of my favorite songs. But anyway, there's another moon in this reading, so we're being asked to really listen to your intuition, to trust your intuition, to trust your feelings. The moon is all about the emotions and listening, and also I'm getting the message of, trusting in the rhythms of life, the tides of this expansion. When there's expansion, there's also contraction. So that's also part of the refuge part, trust this expansion and contraction that's happening through this growth process, that your emotions are part of this, that you can allow yourself to transmute these emotions through holy fire. When I think of the phoenix, I think of like holy fire. So you can transmute, being that this card is right here in the forefront of your reading, like the sun and the moon here, the balance of the masculine and the feminine coming together within you to help you transmute whatever it is you're moving through. And knowing that your soul tribe is here and with you. that your soul family is here, your star family, your guides and angels are with you, protecting you, watching over you, listening for whenever you're asking for help. So know that this is part of it. You got, the Council of Light here and the Great Gathering. These are beautiful messages for the collective right now. I'm very grateful. Thank you for being here with me for this full moon in Aries, moving more into the ascension energies more and more every day. Thank you so much. If you like this video and it resonated with you, please like it and comment below and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thank you so much to all of you who are here and listening, and to those of you who have been with me for a while and who have hung on all the way through the end of this video too. Thank you so much, and I'm sending you so much love. Until next time, blessings.